Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in today. I have a Norev S550 with the AMG package to review for you guys today. Overall, it's obviously finished in this really stunning white metallic on silver wheels and black interior. It does have the night package and also the AMG package. So I really think this is a really great looking model. I paid about $100 for this maybe a year and a half ago. So I really like it. Starting up front though with these headlights, we have the updated style headlights with the 3 daytime running light strips, and they do come across very well. As you can see, there's quite a bit of detail in there, which is really nice. The grille, obviously, your standard S550 grille, and it's finished in chrome, and as you can see, the sensors are up front, and then a nice little Mercedes badge emblem up on their hood. Coming down to the lower, we have some air intakes down here and a, kind of a mesh grille, but this is just plastic. As you can see, you can't see anything through it. And that goes to with the side vents as well. So not really any real mesh details to consider on this model, which is kind of a letdown, but not really a huge deal. This is a fully opening model, luckily, so we can go ahead and open up this hood and see what's under there. Just give me a minute. And there we go. So Norev doesn't really do, I think a great job with their engine bays, but this one is just fine, I would say. As you can see, you can't really see much down through there. It's just kind of this plastic block. And up here, it's just kind of like paint. This is pretty standard though for most Norev models. There is a nice little window washer fluid cap right there, but pretty lackluster in the engine bay, I must admit, but it does look fairly decent. So I'll go ahead and close that back up and we'll move down to the side of the model. So obviously nothing really too much going on down here, but we do have these pretty nice AMG style wheels with looks like drilled rotors and kind of a dark gray brake caliper with the Mercedes script on it. In the center wheel cap, there is a nice little Mercedes logo. But overall, the wheels look really good, I think. The brake calipers themselves aren't really drilled all the way through, as you can see, but they do look just fine, and I think suit the model pretty well. So the mirrors themselves have a nice little turn signal indicator that I think looks pretty clear on camera, and it does in real life as well. On the other side, nothing really too much going on over there. The door handles themselves, they kind of have a black finish on the top and just white paint on the bottom side, but nothing really too crazy. Down here, they kind of have an AMG styled side skirt, but it does have this little black accent down here on the bottom that looks pretty good. And just overall nice sculpting of the body lines, I think, come through the side. Look really good. Moving on to the rear. Gas cap over here. Rear wheels are the same as the front, just smaller brake calipers back there, which is normal. At the very end side of the model, obviously nothing really too much going on. It is missing the S550 badge, and that's just standard for this particular model, so you don't get that, which is kind of annoying. But the taillights themselves, pretty standard S-Class, rear lights, nothing really too much going on back there. The rear diffuser itself does have some reflectors. And the exhaust tips themselves, I wish they were in chrome because I feel like with the black exhaust tips, you kind of lose them with the black diffuser as well. So, not really too much going on. And since this is the night package, you do get this black instead of chrome back here. And it does look like, the quality of it is just, not that great. As you can see, they kind of drip down the paint a little bit right there. But the Mercedes badge itself does look pretty good. So that's kind of the full model. On the exterior, you do get a nice little panoramic sunroof up top that kind of lets a good amount of light into the cabin, so I do like that feature. And since this is a fully opening model, the front and the rear doors themselves do open up, which is pretty cool. Oh, and I forgot to show you the trunk, I believe, does open as well. Let's show you that real quick. So there's a little latch back there, and it is finished with some flocking, so you get like that carpet feel on the rear. So that is pretty nice. I'll go ahead and close that back up. And obviously, the carpeted floors on the interior of the model, and they do feel, this is pretty plush, honestly. I've never felt one that had, it's got some thickness to the carpet. And I know you can't really see it because it's all black, but It does feel pretty nice to the touch. In the rear back here, we have a nice little table tray back here and a nice perforated seats in the rear as well. And there's some TV sitting on the back of it. But the interior is, you know, kind of hard. You kind of lose out some of the features because everything is black. But the doors on the rear itself do look pretty good. Nice little trim piece in kind of a chrome finish. And then all the door controls and speaker grills look really nice. So you know, this interior is pretty good. There is a little AC vent going on down there, so that looks really good. Just, you know, the accents on this interior, I think, you know, kind of make it a lot better. If everything was black with no chrome, I would think you would lose out on some of the kind of finer details. But the front door itself does look pretty good. As you can see, they didn't really finish it. You can see that white paint on the inside of that door pocket. But you don't really notice that, obviously, when the doors are closed. Moving on to the rest of the interior, so like I said, just kind of a gloss black trim around the center console. The AC vents do look really good because they're finished in chrome. As you can see, the two dual screens sitting on the center console look pretty good. They have some script on there, and I'll switch to the other side so you guys can see that a little bit better. So I'll open up this door, and let's see what we have in here. So looks like we have the newer style AMG wheel. This is obviously not the newest one, but you know, the last one for this generation of S-Class had the steering wheel, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, honestly, as you can see, I mean, just pretty standard interior. You do have a nice little Mercedes-Benz writing on the door sill right there. But yeah, nothing really too much going on in there. It's just really nice. But I'll go ahead and close that up, and we'll get to my opinions. So, like I said earlier, I paid $100 for this model about a year ago or some change more. And I think that was a really good deal. I really love these S-Classes because they're just so big, and I think they got the scale of this model pretty good. As you can see, I have a Maybach 57 sitting right behind it and the old W221 S-Class, and it just fits right in with all these other models. With size-wise, I would say they got this one pretty accurate. But, you know, just overall, I think it looks really good, and it looks good sitting next to the other models. So no real complaints on this car at all, honestly. So honestly, if you were to pick it up, I'd probably give it maybe like an 8 out of 10. You know, just knock off some points because I think, you know, maybe they could have done some like extra details, like made the interior a little bit more crisp. Maybe did a better job with the brake rotors themselves, but really not too much to complain about. I mean, it's a really good looking model. I think now these are probably in the range of $120 to $140, I would assume. I could be wrong on that, but if you can get one for about $100, I mean, I wouldn't say there's anything stopping you from getting this one. So yeah, just overall good model. So, I mean, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and if you don't mind liking and subscribing, if you're not, it helps me grow the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.